Okay, welcome back everybody to Forgotten Fates, Season 2, Week number 3, Hour number 4. We continue our escape from the Underdark. We just backtracked for a couple hours and are now going back the other tunnel. Up the other tunnel, which is hopefully the way out. So how's that go for us, Sragg?
Well, so far, so good.
Pull your mic down.
So far, so good. You managed to head back up that path. Goes up a ways and loops around, heading to a more of a northeast direction, then going east, then going southeast. It's kind of a windy tunnel, but you're doing well. It's definitely less traveled. The gnomes didn't follow you up this way, so they must have been really heading to slaughter the kobolds like they said.
No, I would love to know what the kobolds were.
Troglodytes, whatever. The kobolds, you missed them. They were the gem-toting kobolds that lived in that valley that give out gifts to those that find them. Yeah.
Unless you touch the candle.
Yes,
You don't touch candle! Anyways, moving on.
You head up around that path for a ways. It gets a little rocky. There's certain points where you're not sure that the cart's going to make it through. Do you stop at the first of these, or looks like you might damage the cart going over it? You'll have to slow your speed in order to ensure safety.
This is all you, Andara.
All right, so we're going to book through it at Mach 3.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize my mic was muted. No, yeah, I'm just down.
All right, so we're being extremely cautious. All right. Going down this path, going up this trail. It doesn't take you too long from the entrance there to come to a large open cavern. You almost drop into this room. You'd have to be careful bringing the cart down then.
Okay, well, I'll definitely be slow then doing that. Proceed slowly and cautiously. Does the cavern have any distinguishing things that we notice, or any change in environment?
It's wide open, a little bit slimy.
Slimy?
Yeah.
Is this standard for a cavern in my experience?
No, not really.
Okay.
This sets off some red flags with you.
Yeah. Okay.
This is when I would say,
So
this
why
must be
is
where
this slimy?
This must be where the cube lives.
The cube?
The
What cube?
gelatinous cube.
Gelatinous cube? What do you mean gelatinous cube? Who said anything about a gelatinous cube?
The deep gnomes.
Well, why didn't you mention this before?
Would it have changed anything?
Could have, I don't know, but it's good information to know.
I told you now.
Alright, well, you go ahead and take the lead then, so we know when the cube is going to eat someone.
Isn't this the same thing that we had issues with in the pit?
No. That was a ooze.
Oh, okay, that's an ooze. Okay.
Similar yet distinct from.
And this is perfect. Where's Percival? We need to borrow his.
Does
compound.
anybody see this alleged thing?
None that have come to talk about it.
How much
Well,
do I know
apparently
about
someone
oozes? Or about cubes?
Okay then. As far as a cube, let me go to the... Actually, you didn't know too much about the ooze in the first place, did you?
It was a mystery.
Was that for a cube, though?
I think I did.
The only
Cubes are a
mystery
little
was
more...
that
Cubes are a little more famous, though, as far as those are concerned. Out of all the oozes. Because it's an oddity. I mean, a giant shaking jello cube of evil. Where is it at?
I could lore check it if you want.
Sure.
But I mean, you said it's kind of an oddity. Does that mean that everyone's gonna know?
No, yeah, it's
They're
one of
talked
those.
about, I would think.
It's a talked about as far as those are concerned. There we go. Gelatinous cube. Okay, it's a nearly transparent cube that travels along cave floors, absorbing carrion, creatures, and trash. The inorganic material remains trapped and visible inside the cube's body. They're typically 15 foot to a side, weigh about 50,000 pounds, although much larger specimens are not unknown, especially underground.
Okay.
They're really hard to see. Sometimes you can't see them until it's too late.
Okay. Even though we're on the lookout for one.
Yeah. Even under ideal conditions.
I take out my 10-foot pole.
Sorry, did you say
Put it back in your pants.
that they would have things inside of them, or?
Some do, yes. Depending on what they've absorbed.
Okay, so who
So if you're-
knows this information? Does only one person know this information?
You say it was
Um,
like common knowledge, or
There, that part's fairly common knowledge about them being hard to see and stuff floating in them. These are pretty famous.
Do we
along
see any
ooze.
floating objects around us?
No.
Okay.
do I need to? Would doing a lore check gain me any additional knowledge?
From your lore check, you didn't gain anything besides the fact that if they engulf you, you will be... Okay. Oh, here you go. Yeah, I'll give you this for knowledge. That anyone hit by them or engulfed by them will most likely be paralyzed and dissolved.
Okay then.
So even if you aren't dissolved instantly, they have a paralyze ability. So that you'll be dissolved alive.
Right.
Slowly. Over 1,000 years.
Okay. Well, how big was this cavern?
Minus that last part. You can't see the walls from where you're at currently. It just kind of opened up.
Okay. And there's only one path going through this thing. And pretty
No,
close.
it's fairly wide open from where you're at right here.
So there's no path.
No path, for say.
So we don't know where the direct exit is.
Correct.
Okay. Maybe we can have some scout ahead to find an exit, because I'd rather not bring the entire party through here with a potential gelatinous cube about.
Smart. Send out scouts. I like it.
Or perhaps someone who's particularly stealthy, Master Rogue?
Saying we didn't figure out anything extra from. Do we know what they don't like? Gelatinous cubes?
They don't particularly seem to have a like or dislike.
Okay. They don't have a weakness?
No. Not particular weakness.
When in doubt, kill it with fire.
Right.
Besides basic... Here, let's see if I can give you anything. Yeah, here's something for you. It cannot be affected by electricity.
Okay.
And it doesn't... Oh, here's something I can give you when you say stealthy. Someone pops off with stealthy, so it doesn't matter. It can see anything within 60 feet of itself.
Awesome.
Well, I don't know. My thoughts are to have someone find an exit ahead instead of just us taking the whole cart through, meandering around, and hopefully not getting absorbed by a cube. Any other thoughts or concerns with the party members? What do you say? I'm addressing the party.
Don't know. I don't have enough information to go on.
How big is the cavern?
You don't. You're not real sure. The ceiling of it you can see. It's about 50 foot up from where you're at. Your dark vision limits you to 20 foot to either side, left or right, and you don't see anything going straight forward from here. And to answer that other one, you said you don't have enough information. What am I not giving? Or you don't have enough information as a character to make a decision?
Both really, because like
What are you missing?
what I'm missing is that there's no way through.
There's no distinguishable path, is the idea. We can't see
Right.
where the cavern
As a
ends.
player, I have an idea, but my character can't know that because he's
Okay.
not gaining that information from what
Dark,
you're telling.
dark vision's 60 feet, by the way.
Yeah,
You said 20.
Okay. I'm gonna.
Huh?
You said 20.
Sorry.
I meant 60. Sorry.
Based on the direction we're heading and the direction that we need to head to get to the rift on our current position, which way do I assume we need to head?
From the way you came out, you would think you would head directly east from where you are.
Okay, so I address the party. Say the only way I can see through here is that we need to head eastward. That doesn't necessarily mean that's where the exit is, but that's the most direct way to where we need to get to, if there is indeed an exit to the east.
Okay then. East sounds good.
There is that spell book, but I don't know if any of those spells could help against this thing.
Okay.
I don't know enough about that spellbook or its magic to comment either way. Was anyone willing to brave ahead and have a quick look ahead to the east to see if they can see anything for a bit and come back and let us know? Or should we just all press through as a group?
Doesn't matter to me.
I think it'd be strength in numbers to me.
Right then. Let us march on forward directly into the cube's maw. As a group.
Well, if
Okay.
you're volunteering, I was gonna go like slightly ahead and use the stick in front of me.
The stick.
Yeah. Eat him first. That's a great idea.
What does that wand do?
What wand?
I don't know.
I don't think we identified any of the
We
wands.
don't know what that wand does.
Damn it.
It's a wand of cube dismissal. Perfect!
I don't know. We could either burn it or bludgeon it to death.
Or heal it.
Or maybe just not even find it in the first place.
Right. The
That's
ultimate goal was
true,
not
but-
to find the cube.
Yeah.
I don't think we should be experimenting with magics. It's never a good idea.
I couldn't agree more.
Then we'll just have to fight it.
No, we do not fight it. We do
Why
not
not?
fight a cube. Are you kidding me?
Sure.
If I recall
On
correctly,
slime?
you're fairly slow, yes?
Mentally
remember
or
that-
physically?
Ooze being fairly slow.
What's that?
I said, you do remember that ooze being fairly slow.
Just give it-
Well, what about
You
the-
think it's natural to assume that this would be equally slow.
So all of a sudden, there's no more knowledge on that?
No more knowledge?
Yeah, you just gave us like everything we wanted to know about a cube except for that.
No, that's what I said. It would be equally fair to assume that they move the same speed.
You don't know their exact ground movement speed.
Right. You don't know the exact, but it's fair to assume.
You're missing it.
As in,
anyway.
yes. check numbers here. No, I'm not going to do that. But it's slower than you. You know that.
Just-
All right, let's head on east. I start
Yeah.
removing the cart.
I had east, the sticks in front of me, tapping around.
You're off in front of the cart, tapping around.
Yes,
Okay, then we're following you.
And you head directly east.
yes.
If that's the way I feel that would be the exit. Most direct
Okay.
way. Until I can see otherwise.
Okay. You head directly east. It only takes you about 3 rounds before you start to see the edge of a wall.
Then
You're
I
not
stop.
seeing. It wasn't as big a cross as it seemed. You definitely have entered, come to a wall on this side. It's pretty sheer.
Okay.
This is
Do I see any exits when I can see the wall?
No.
Well, I don't see any exits this way. Any other ideas? Should we keep pressing on and follow the wall's edge?
Feel a draft.
No.
Oh dear.
Well, if we're gonna find an edge or a door, it's gonna definitely be in a wall, so we should just follow the wall, like you said.
North or south?
We keep heading towards whatever direction was the closest wall. Was it only north and south of the walls?
No. You went east, directly east, and you
Uh-huh.
ran into a wall. And
Ah. Okay. I see
now I'm
what you're
asking
saying.
you to turn left or right.
We got to the edge of the wall. What way did we come from originally?
West.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's right. We came from the west. Okay, we were heading east. Is there any kind of incline or decline in either direction that's noticeable?
Not noticeable. It might be leaning a bit to the south.
Leaning
South
up-
might be. Yeah, south might be upwards a bit.
Okay, then southwards.
Okay.
Slowly,
You-
cautiously. Obviously.
All right.
For reasons. For obvious reasons.
Okay. Heading south a ways. Dermot tapping with the 10-foot stick. You see an Umber Hulk
Oh shit.
Dermot
floating
sees it?
5 foot off the floor.
Oh, okay.
I look
Oh,
back
shit.
and say, I think we found the cube.
What was it? How far away is it?
It's 60 foot away from Dermot right now and closing on him slowly. If he was 10 foot ahead of you, you will be able to see it after 6 seconds have passed.
Okay, hastily I'm gonna turn the card around if he has informed us of that.
Formed of what? Like it's coming towards us?
That you saw this cube in that direction.
I did. I said I think we found it.
Yeah. Then yes, I'm basically turning the card around.
Okay. What do you do, Dermot?
I go with the cart.
Okay. So you turn the card around and head off to the north?
Yep.
It doesn't take long before you have outpaced it and can no longer see the floating Umber Hulk.
Okay, as we're going, I'm asking, Dermot, do you see anything back there still? Is it still in pursuit of us?
No, we seem to have outrun it. Was it moving towards us as we were moving away?
Yeah.
It's definitely following us, though.
How did you see it? I thought they were difficult to see.
It ate something.
So it had an object in it that you could see.
Yeah.
You don't see any other objects around us similar to that floating around, do you?
Oh, I wasn't looking. I didn't think there was more than one. That's a good point.
I'm looking around to make sure there's no floating objects that are moving closer or further away from us.
I get in front of the cart and tap around.
So you've slowed down to walking speed again?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you're heading north, and you're tapping around.
Looking for any exits, obviously, as well.
Okay.
Or tracks. Tunnels. Signs of a way out of this horrible place.
All right. At the edge of the, you finally make it far enough north. You do find a exit. It looks like
A way that the cart will go down?
it looks like you can fit the cart in there. It's a really narrow pathway that looks full of rubble. It's going to be rough.
Okay. So I feel if I proceed cautiously, this is a way to leave. this
Yes.
area. Okay. Unless anybody else has any objections, that's where I steer the cart, and we start heading that way. There's no distinguishable indications that we should not be heading this way, like spider webs or any other kind of goo or anything like that.
Besides the massive amount of debris, like a landslide occurred here, not really.
Right. Right. Okay. Okay. And then we'll go slowly, I guess, up this path. I asked, keep an eye at, this seems like a pretty rough way out. I'm not sure if it's a way out or not. We could be walking into a trap. Keep an eye behind us for any floating objects and in front of us.
With your speed reduced to the speed you're currently at, you do see the floating Umber Hulk coming up behind.
Okay.
It's still at the edge of your dark vision now.
It's behind us.
How big are those things?
The Umber Hulks?
No, the gelatinous cubes.
He could be super
actually.
huge.
How big is the hole we're in?
Right now, the hole seems to be maybe at the entrance. It was about 5 foot, but opens up to about 10.
Okay. And sorry, and how big is the Umber Hulk?
The Umber Hulks are large. It wouldn't fit through the 5.
And we're seeing it on what side of the hole? Like the side we're on? Or the other side?
It's behind us.
It's behind you. Yeah,
It's slowly approaching.
Is it behind us in the passage?
not in the passage yet.
Okay.
Is it big enough to get into the passage?
No, we just
We don't
covered.
know.
They have a you all know they have an amorphous form. They can fit wherever they want.
The slime, you mean?
Yeah.
It's gaining on us.
Well, we can try and speed up, I guess. Try and speed the cart up.
All right. We speed the cart up in dangerous terrain. Let me get this.
If it's been conveyed to me it's gaining on us, then I have no other choice.
You have broken one of the wheels.
Awesome.
God.
Okay. Well, frantically get off the cart, grab what I can, cut the horses and the donkey loose, and start heading on foot up the path.
What you can.
Yep.
Okay.
Grab the baby and start running.
Ardo grabs the baby and starts running. Okay. What did you grab out of the cart? The only thing I think you had in it was the big locked chest and the ration box.
Yeah, well, at least the ration box.
I'll grab the chest.
Okay. So Makut grabs the big chest. You grab the ration box. Ardo grabs the baby. Dermot grabs the bear.
Go grab
What
himself.
chest? Is that my chest that he's grabbing?
Fucking Michael Jackson.
I have a chest.
You have
He has a
chest
big
also?
locked chest. Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess you grab your awesome chest.
Yeah.
Okay. And Kel grabs.
Where's the baby food?
I'm assuming it was probably in a pouch with the baby. You keep the baby in that bag as well.
It's like a satchel.
Yeah.
Or like a baby carrier. Okay.
Yeah, it has a baby.
Papoose.
If there's nothing else to grab, I'm out of there running.
Okay. So you cut Donkey and Sprinkles free, and they begin running. You do notice, looking back, that the Umber Hulk that was floating just suddenly drops,
Right.
as it wouldn't fit.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so everyone starts running up the pathway, increasing your speed. Isn't that nice?
Terrifically.
Okay. You manage to get through about another 90 or so feet of climbing through this rubble, and the path opens up again. It's fairly
Okay.
easy to traverse from here,
Mm-hmm.
and
Okay.
turns more towards the east.
Okay. Keep following it. Heading up on foot. Probably
Alright.
Probably hastily still. I don't know how comfortable the rest of the group is. If we still feel we're in danger or not. How long have we been running now? Or
You only made it 90 more foot up before you got broke out, so it hasn't taken you but another minute. It's still pretty fresh in your minds, I'm sure.
Okay. Yeah, just gonna keep going hastily and looking back whenever I can. You know. Who's it? What's the order of?
I'm pretty
travel.
sure we're currently running in a everyone for themselves mode.
Yeah.
That's kind of the impression I got anyway.
Yep.
You do get right before it's off the edge of your vision. You do see the cart come out of the hole.
Mm-hmm.
Follow.
Okay. So the cart
But
being pushed along behind us.
that's what you gathered, and before it's out of your vision, and y'all are breaking off down the tunnel.
Okay.
You just stay in a hasted run, hop on. I mean, the horse and donkey. You're like trotting along now, happy, free finally from the pressure.
Yeah. Okay. There's no kind of saddlebags or anything like that on the horse.
Where was the horse's food?
Probably on the cart.
He was
When-
eating the hay moss.
Wouldn't it have been in the chest?
Didn't
No,
you say
not
there was
really.
nothing left on the cart?
That's
I
that's
believe
what
that's
that's
what
what
it
he
was
said.
said.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was trying to figure out. I want to know where it was.
It appeared in the baby satchel right next to the baby food. Boop!
The bear was carrying it.
The pack bear.
The
Okay.
pack bear.
You got a donkey and a horse that carry food for the. No,
For
the
the
bear
bear.
carries food for them.
Yeah. To give
Well, they are food for the bear, and the bear carries their food. That works.
Bear's just fattening him up.
Yeah. Well, y'all run on then for probably about a good hour before you start getting a little winded. You think you've put quite a bit of distance between you and this beast. Surely it can't still be pursuing you. Kills roll to tell you otherwise. Once they sight their prey, they will continue to the ends of the earth for some reason, even though they don't seem to think. There's something for your
They'll let us know this information, though.
Yeah, as soon as we stop and take a breath, we'll be like, I'm like, it's still coming. It's still coming. It's not going to stop. It's not going to stop. It's coming for us. They keep going.
What do you mean they keep going?
They don't.
For how long?
They don't stop. They just keep chasing you.
They just keep chasing us.
Yeah, they marked us for prey. There's no way we can run from it for forever. We gotta.
There's no way to convince it there's a better prey?
Well, we could always run past something. But I think
I'm puzzled by that.
I don't know. We gotta keep going. Maybe we could fit through something it wouldn't be able to follow us through.
You heard the man. Keep running.
You know more about it than I do.
Running? Yes, I do.
No, the fitting through situation.
I'm just gonna keep running.
So the hobgoblin stops for a second, breathes, and then books it.
Yeah.
Okay then.
I'm gonna try and that's fine. Just keep moving along.
All right. Continuing the rushed pace.
the most part, yeah. I'm gonna try and keep control over donkey and the horse if I can, whenever I can.
This would be the perfect time for a gopher halt.
Uh huh.
Fortunately, it's not in your dice today. No.
Not the time, Sragg. Not the time.
You're right. You're right. I'm sorry. That wasn't what I was rolling for. Well, you continue on. I've lost track of the time of day.
It was a morning. It was like early in the morning when we encountered the gnomes, because of the third shift. The third shift had started, and it hadn't finished.
So you've continued traveling
for Vakut. Yeah.
You've made a rush travel. It's about noon now when the party stops, and the party is pretty tired.
Have we been ascending?
Yes. You have been ascending. You know for a fact you're solidly in the upper dark now. This doesn't look like a very well-traveled tunnel, but...
Okay. How far away do I feel we are from our destination, ultimately?
You think you might have another 2 miles before you break the surface?
Okay. I say it was probably another 2 miles to the surface.
I'm hoofing it.
How are these cubes affected by light?
I don't know. I don't know. Why is Vakut moving so slow?
I don't know.
Move faster.
I tried.
Wait a minute, he was overtaken by the cube by now, I'm sure. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
No, sir.
Right.
Sir. No,
Thank
sir.
you. I forgot about that.
Same team.
Vakut, you notice that you aren't moving at the speed that you think you should be. As a matter of fact, you're hard-pressed to keep pace with the halfling.
Wait a minute.
Why can't you
My
go so
ar-
fast?
He
My-
moves the same speed as me.
Let's say the argument
Exactly.
that I'm going to give is movement speed is 20 at the second, so running them at 4.
Exactly. And Ardo's got the same movement speed as you. That's what's interesting to you. You can't outpace this halfling. This must be the fastest halfling ever. And that dwarf and those 2 elves are lightning. You've trained for years and never seen anything move quite as fast as that worm over there on the wall. What's going on?
And moving away from the trolls, back onto it.
But
Well,
seriously, that's the situation you're in. Ardo is keeping up with you, a trained warrior. This chubby halfling just like... Yeah, and then the dwarf that can run circles around you. I want that in your head. That's what's in your head right now. What's going on with this?
I have the same movement speed. I'm not running circles.
Thank you.
Don't you have a 30?
No, I'm still 20.
Oh, you are? Okay, so the dwarf, the halfling, and Vakut are all running the same speed. I thought you had 30. Never mind. So only the elves are outpacing you, and you can attribute that to them just being, a superior race.
Okay, moving
But
forward.
he's tall,
I'll-
isn't he tall? He's taller than the other 2.
Yes.
And so it is weird, and it does point out, like, why are you running so slow?
I don't know. I kept finding this little rock.
What rock?
And I hold up the rock.
That wouldn't
Yeah, that's
click right now.
Yeah, I'd say that's metagaming. I don't know.
All right. Thanks for pointing that out, though.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. These same
No,
the other
but-
guy's outpacing it.
It doesn't matter for him surviving, but it should matter for what Vakut's thinking about this. Because technically he should be outpacing all of you.
Yes.
Not back here with Ardo and Dermot.
But he is carrying an object and running up a hill, so he's like, "Oh, maybe this is just really heavy."
No.
No.
Let's say out of all the other stuff I've done all the other times, my character's never had that issue before.
Okay. Well,
Yeah. That's a hobgoblin thing. They carry.
Gotta be the
stuff all the time.
altitude.
I can't remember if I succeeded on the roll on the rock or not when he picked it up. I don't think so.
Nope.
Okay, so we're still pressing on then, I guess.
Yep,
for-
still running.
Another 2 miles or whatever.
Hey, the plus side is because I'm not running at reduced speed means I can go further.
You make it up.
You're still
About a
exerting the
number.
same amount of energy that you would otherwise.
You're saying team, dude. You're not helping me.
It's just true.
You make it up another mile. You know you're only a mile from the surface now. Start getting pretty excited with that. And you come into a room with a fork in the road.
Oh god.
So weird. Someone just left a fork.
Kill me.
Does anyone seem up or down?
They both seem to be leading up.
Master Dwarf, do you smell anything in either direction? Or is there any air coming out of either of these tunnels?
I smell.
There's wind moving through both of them. It seems like they both must lead to the surface.
What do I smell on each of the breezes?
Plants, fresh air.
They smell identical, both of them?
Yeah, doesn't seem to be a real
No
difference.
Okay. They both smell the same. They both smell like outside.
They both have the same amount of air flowing through them from what we can feel?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I will choose the right tunnel.
Okay.
He means the tunnel that's the right tunnel.
I said I'm choosing the right tunnel.
That's what you picked. Okay.
Tunnel that
That's
is
good.
the right tunnel, yes.
I'm choosing the right tunnel.
Not the wrong tunnel.
The right tunnel.
All right. So he starts running down the tunnel to the right.
Yep.
All right. As opposed to the tunnel to the left, which was the right tunnel, he goes down the one to the right, which is the wrong tunnel. Is that my understanding?
Yeah,
And
well,
with
you
that-
know.
And with that full knowledge, I'm going down the left tunnel.
No, I mean, if I know that Sragg knows that I know that he knows that I know, we're just gonna get into a whole mess. It's just
Right.
go on the right tunnel.
So I'm just making sure. So Andara just gets here, like, okay, they smell the same, they look the same, and books it down the one to the right.
Yep.
Okay. Anyone have anything to say about that?
No, I'm just
Hey,
following.
slow down up there.
Hurry up! You want to get eaten by a cube?
Ardo?
I'm just following. I'm panicked and hurrying, and that person's going that way, so I'll go with them.
Okay.
I don't know what way to go.
I'm sorry to do this.
You already picked a direction. Why are you saying that now?
My daughter.
I'm just telling
What
you
am I
the truth.
missing? My daughter kind of came up and interrupted that.
Just the right tunnel situation.
They went down the tunnel to the right, and they're just booking it down that.
Yeah, there was no discernible difference from either tunnel.
Going with them. Definitely.
All
If
right.
she went that way, that's the way I'm going.
All right. Books it down that tunnel, and you run. It curves down, back, twists. It's a really wild tunnel.
Okay.
But is it the right one?
There's even a part where you slide down for a little bit, which was
We're heading-
really.
It's heading back down, is what you're saying.
Yeah, there's one part where you start to slide down. Do you want to slide down this part where it's an incline? Might be dangerous for
Is
sprinklers
this
and
the
stuff.
tunnel from Goonies?
Oh, I mean, if it's gonna start sliding down, then no. How far did we make it into this tunnel before it started doing this? Are we an hour in? Or are we 5 minutes in?
About an hour in before you get to that part.
An hour in. Well,
Doesn't
I mean,
matter. The cube's blocking the entrance by now.
was
And I
there
jumped
any other
down.
offshoots? Yeah.
No. No offshoots from this one. And this tunnel looks like it has never been traversed before.
Awesome.
What about the other one?
It doesn't seem to be either.
Uh-oh.
Wait, we're at a fork in the road again?
No.
No.
It didn't. They both look exactly the same. Smelled exactly the same.
Literally, we're just rolling and dying, hoping for the best right now.
Okay, well then I guess I'll try and go down slowly. And like, how steep is this incline? Like 45 degree?
It was maybe a bit steeper than 45, but that's a good assumption here. Let's go with a 90 or no.
I've already
We're
jumped
good.
down and sliding away.
You see Dermot like run right up to the edge and jump.
How far down does it go that we can see that it goes?
I'll let you know when I get to the bottom.
It's not bad. He slides down, lands fine. The donkey followed him, slid down.
The donkey
just fine.
I'm gonna jump too.
Pakut jumps. He rolls twice coming down, but lands almost expertly. Kel jumps, rides a rock down.
Surfboard.
Ardo jumps, lands on the donkey. Sprinkles rolls down the hill and gets up seemingly unharmed. Just waiting on you, Andara.
All right, then I go down. I mean,
You slide down expertly on your shield, making a new sport.
Pretty sure the halflings already invented this.
Yeah, probably. Making your way into the next part of the tunnel. Continuing on, I'm sure, running around. Before you come, you see light.
ugh.
What are you scoffing at? It's the way out.
Does it look like daylight? I just keep
It
going.
looks like daylight.
Does it
You
smell
run
like daylight?
It doesn't smell like daylight. It smells like sulfur.
Oh. Okay.
YOLO.
Oh, it turns out it's lava.
No. Actually, there's no smell of sulfur. Maybe light hints now that you're this close as you come out into the bottom of what was a burnt out volcano, it seems. You do see the way out, though.
Okay.
Yep, we're gonna just keep on booking.
Probably going to have to climb now.
Oh, great.
Well, let's roll them.
Did anybody bring the rope?
No, the rope I think was still left on.
I have 30 feet of rope. How tall is this?
Maybe 300 feet.
Maybe.
We got
It's a
this.
straight thing, 300 feet straight up.
Rope ain't gonna help us.
About that,
Okay.
yeah.
Sragg, can you paint this picture? Is it still an active volcano that we're
No, it's
walking?
not active anymore. It's pretty much just a hole from the mountaintop. It's not even
There's
a
no
full size.
smoke or heat that we can detect.
No smoke or heat. It seems to be just came into a hollowed out mountain. Well, not even a mountain, more like a hill.
You can't see the top or anything?
Yeah, you can see the way out.
How steep is it?
You can see light. It's pretty steep. There's a couple of outcroppings where you could probably get to.
Define
It's
really
difficult.
steep.
Looks like a difficult climb.
So, Sragg, is it like concave, convex, or like a slope like that, or a slope like that along the edges of the walls? You know what I mean? It's like a slope that's going up like this.
Yeah.
Okay. So what if it's like this? Then I mean, You know?
Right, no, there is a way out of this hole. I'm not. Still look like.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe the strongest climber should go first. I don't know how we're gonna get the horses and donkey out here.
They're
Can we-
screwed.
You're saying we can see the top and the way out?
Yeah,
Clearly?
Yeah.
How clearly?
yeah. Very clearly.
We're
Is
in
there
a-
a path spiraling up or anything?
No.
We're in the bowl of a volcano, basically.
Yep.
Yes.
I jump out.
I have a question.
Go for it. If I'm not explaining something clearly enough, by all means, let me try to help.
Well, what does studied carefully mean?
Studied carefully.
3 years
In
my
what
life.
sense?
Study.
Oh, okay.
An object or a place carefully. Just like something I could do if I concentrated for, like, I don't know,
Is like studying this place you're at now?
the way out, the spot, a safety.
Oh, you'd have to actually like actively be looking at this area really closely. Be as familiar with it as you would be with like your room, or you know what I mean. Like you know where everything is in your little lair. That's studied
Yeah.
carefully.
So it takes a while.
It takes a little bit. Yeah.
For you to determine your teleport destination, yes.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. And so what could I
Someone
get?
that somewhere that you were intimately familiar with, would consider studied carefully.
So we could go back to square one.
Basically.
Pretty sure we're intimately familiar with the Underdark right about now.
I don't know. Maybe more.
I could always pick Ardo up and throw him up to one of the outcroppings with the rope.
No, I'm good.
300 feet? Oh, like. Oh,
300 feet. I'm next.
The new halfling grappling hook.
halfling grappling. Rhymes.
Well, you know what? Let's find out what we're gonna do after a break. So let's take a
Sounds
break.
good.
We'll be back in a few minutes on Twitch, stream tomorrow on YouTube. Thanks for watching. Click like, subscribe, follow, all those fun buttons. Just click them all, just for fun. We'll see you in a bit. Thanks for watching.